So as always on a Wednesday for Yoga for Anxious Types, I pick a card from the Ascended Masters, Doreen Virtue. And today, surprise, surprise, we have Meditate. Meditate, and this is, of course, the Buddha, Siddhartha. And I just thought that was lovely. I love these colours. Hopefully you can see that. The green and the yellow, and all the beautiful nature around him, and he's glowing. And I really thought, you know, you don't have to have a kind of a certain type of meditation. You don't have to have some kind of specific practice, but I think it's a good time to at least every now and again, even for a tiny few seconds, just to sit still, quiet, close your eyes, and to reflect a little bit inwards. And just a few seconds, a few minutes every day really makes a difference, and we start to find that place in ourselves, that seat in ourselves that can be completely relied upon and trusted. So that's just an idea for that. And the Buddha, tried lots of different things to find enlightenment, very extreme things, and in the end went for the middle path. And I think that's a lovely thing to think about today with our practice. The middle path, moderation, and in doing so we overcome suffering, and that is what we all want, right? So the bell rings out and we come to our feet. Take my slippers off first of all. I couldn't really do the yoga with my slippers. I could try. So let's try this moderation, this middle path. Let's find our center. So we can begin by bringing our sides of our feet together. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Let's come to our center, interlink the fingers above the head and extend the arms up, squeezing the head between the arms, lifting the heels off the ground. Hold the breath in. Lengthen the whole body as you hold the breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly through the nostrils, lower the arms down, slowly to the sides, bringing the heels down to the ground. We're just finding our center, energizing and igniting that internal flame, that inner fire. And breathing out, lowering the arms down, bringing the heels down. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in, strong inhale. Hands come up together to meet above the head. Interlink the fingers, extend up. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the arms together. Lift the hands to the ceiling, to the heavens. Lifting the heels high and breathing out slowly, slowly as you can. Keep it really steady. The hands are coming down. The heels are coming down to the ground. Take the feet apart a little bit. Just shimmy the knees a little bit, shake the legs. See how that feels, just to invigorate the legs a little bit. Let's just connect the energy. Right hand on left shoulder, sweep to the right hip. Sweep again. You can watch that hand just to stay really involved with it. Left hand on right shoulder, sweep to the left hip. 1, 2. Oh yeah, lovely little electrical feeling there. Lift the shoulders up, breathing in. Out through the mouth. Let's just begin by removing that top layer of tension. Yeah, feels much better already. Good. Take the feet a bit further apart, bending the knees. Just have a little bounce on the knees there. Arms are nice and floppy. And we'll just turn on our center again, bending into the knees. Let the arms swing around the body for our twists. Look right behind you. Extend that movement by coming up onto the toe and turning to look right behind you. Let the arms be super heavy. So you get a little smack, a little pop. The back of the hand pops into the lower back. Yeah, wakes up that energy. Wakes up that dormant energy, which gets even more dormant when we're sitting still. I'm getting into a lot of brain work. Good. And then we're just going to take the backs of the hands there, invigorating that Kundalini energy, subtle energy of the body, that yoga energy. And then we're going to rub the knuckles either side of the lower spine. Whoa, yeah, let's ignite and excite the energies. Let's connect with them and not suppress them. Yeah, it's all about just helping the flow of that energy so it doesn't become all pent up. And then we're going to just we'll open the heart as well. This area gets a little bit tense, so we're going to just detensify that. pummeling the whole chest area in the center. Let's make a sound here as well. Breathing in through nostrils. And to the sides. Yeah, a little rub on the sides there, right high up on the side body. Oh, feels much better already. And then we're going to sweep. Let's sweep the day, the debris of the day out. So breathing in strongly. Lift the arms, extend, and then out through the mouth. Swing the arms, let them swing a few times, and we'll go again. Breathing in. Strong, freshen your energy, and then let the arms swing a little bit. Yeah. Reset. Breathing in. Extend up, out through the mouth. Swinging the arms a few times. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in. Strong inhale. Oh, yeah. Creating some space. Removing the obstacles. Okay. Oh, yes. I think we haven't done these for a while. So we're going to do some arm circles, some shoulder circles rather. So we're going to start with the right shoulder, left foot forward, left hand on left hip. Let's swing this right arm forwards and back. Let's open up that shoulder fully. Let's bring some heat into that shoulder. So we're going to go backwards first of all. Into that arm right around in a big circle. Yeah, relax the rest of the body. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just rolling that around, and we'll go forwards now. Swing a few times to get some momentum. And then forwards in big circles. So we can open up the armpit, open up the shoulder. Keep everything else stable and soft. Breathing in and out. Let the arms swing slowly. Take a moment to stand. How does that feel? Yeah. Enliven this arm. Right foot forward. Bent knees. Right hand on right hip. Just swing this left arm quite vigorously. Get a bit of momentum going. Knees can be nice and bendy. Backwards first of all. Big circle. Keep everything open. Nice open chest. Keep everything soft. We're not holding our breath. Definitely not holding the breath. And then we swing the arm again. And this time forwards. So forwards with that arm. Yeah. Winding it up. Releasing tension and moving the energy. Oh, yeah. Keeping the feet, hips width apart, parallel. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Just roll the shoulders back a few times. Just feel your body. Feel the soles of the feet. If you can't feel the soles of the feet, or if your mind is not able to really feel into the feet, just wriggle the toes a bit more. Feel the activity. Lift the toes, feel the ankles. Yeah. Feel the ground with the toes. Then bring the hands together in the heart center. Good. We're going to begin with our gratitude prayer today. So we breathe in. As we breathe out, we point the fingers to the ground. We extend the fingers down. Then we open the hands up. We look up. We start to look up so that when we are fully looking up, the hands meet above the head, and we bring that back into the heart center. So we've opened this heart a little bit. Let's see how it feels when we give it a bit of breath. Breathing in. Looking up, reaching up. Hands come together. And come back down to the heart center. Pointing the fingers down. Let's see, what do we want to bring into our practice? What do we want to bring into our life here today, in this moment? What do we need today to really get the full richness of our practice, get the full richness of our lives? So whatever you need, whether you need some energy, whether you need some reassurance, whether you need some love, friendship, fun, laughter. What do you need today in this moment to really feel the fullness of your aliveness? One more, breathing in. Bring the hands together, bring the hands back to the heart center. Soft knees, bring the hands there. So really bringing the fullness of our expression to our practice today. Maybe even taking a moment to dedicate this practice, your practice, to something. Maybe it's a word that comes up that you really want to focus on. Okay, so Let's get the legs a bit more lively before we come into some standing postures. Bring the heel to the backside. Quite quickly. And I bring the knee up high. Moving the legs quite quickly. A little bit of a tension here in the abdominals. Keep the chest open, shoulders down. And then we're going to lift the knee and open out to the side. Opening up the hips. Lifting and opening. Lifting and opening. Breathe. Breathe. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. One more either side. Just opening up that part of the body. And now we're going to come into some standing postures. Front of the mat. Feet hips width apart. Parallel. Lift the chest. Standing tall. Feet pressing into the ground. Weight onto the left foot. Step back with the right. A big step. Big step for warrior two. Just get the feet position. Get the hips facing the long edge of the mat. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Lengthen the body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. The knee is hovering over the ankle. Check it's not falling inwards. It's kind of, if anything, you want to really open it up to the side. At the same time, taking that right heel back, so we're opening the hips here. Let's move with this. Breathing in, lifting the chest, straightening the legs. Breathing out, sinking down. Try to always, each time you go down, push into the back foot with equal emphasis. Breathing in, looking down that left arm. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Really feeling the strength in the legs, feeling the strength in this base of the body, this powerhouse, the pelvic floor, the abdominals, the lower back. Everything is activated. Breathing in. Shoulders down away from the ears, chest lifted. So it's very bright. The torso is very bright and lively. Breathing in, breathing out, and just seeing if you can maintain the posture, maintain the energy. Really think about even weight between the feet, even emphasis. Also with the fingertips, evenly extending away. Shoulders down, a beautiful long line, looking down that lovely line beyond those fingertips. Breathe, come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bending into that right knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight onto the right foot, step back with the left, big step. Get the hips level with the long edge of the mat, facing it. Lift, point the tailbone down, strong belly. Breathing in, extend the arms up, look up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest, breathe into that heart center, and breathing out, bending into the right knee, making sure it's going in line with the toes. If it's not, change the angle of the toes. Much, much better than twisting the knee. Breathing in, and breathing out. Remember, as that right knee is going forward, imagine it's connected to that left heel. So it's almost on this, piece of elastic, extending away from each other. And so you really start to feel more elasticity in your body. Breathing in. And the breath really helps with that. So there is a kind of, there's a dynamic rather than a tension, but you are playing with that. So it doesn't, the tension in the body doesn't get bunched up. Isn't kind of controlling you. You're kind of controlling the tension, the amount of tension required, because tension is necessary. We need that. Otherwise we'd just be flopping around like a jellyfish. Breathing out. Well, not like a jellyfish, but like a jelly, but like something that's not very springy, not very alive. And just maintain the posture, breathe, keep extending the fingertips away from each other, keep strong belly, lift the chest. Everything is really lively. Use the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arms down, bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake. Another standing posture, peaceful warrior. Yeah, let's get some warriors, let's get some hip action. Weight on the left foot, big step back with the right. Maybe you want to creep that bit further back if you want to get nice and wide on this warrior, peaceful warrior. So we're going to lengthen the sides here. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, extend and open the chest. Breathing out, we've just done this. So it's bending into that left knee, checking Always checking. Never assume you know where your body is in space totally. You know, this improves as we come into more yoga. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, reaching back with that right hand, and as the right hand goes down, the left arm goes up, magically up in the ceiling. The right hand rests back on the right leg, left arm turns, the hand turns and reaches over the body. Bend a bit more deeply into that front knee and the left knee, because it probably might have started to straighten out. Good, and this helps to keep some of the weight forwards. Otherwise, we're kind of not really getting the full impact of the posture. And openness in the hips. Breathe, look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm, breathe deeply. Use the inhale to come back to warrior two. And breathe out, sink in. Use the inhale to straighten up. Exhale to lower the arms down. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment there. Yeah. Put the weight into the right foot. Take a big step back with the left. Huge step. Big step. Get the hips level. Strong base of the body. Tail pointing down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bend into the right knee. Again, check it. Look with your eyes. See that you can see the big toe on the inside of the knee. Pushing back into that left heel. Breathing in. As you breathe out, you're reaching back with that left hand and down. Making that connection with the back leg. Reaching up with the right fingertips up to the ceiling. Then turn the hand and the palm comes over the body. And making sure it's not in the way of your face, in the way of your eyes. You can see the ceiling. You look up on the inside of your arm. All the time, have a little moment to bend a bit deeper into that right knee, the front knee. Strong back leg. The left leg is strong. The buttock is strong there, really lengthening through the right side. Use the inhale now to come back up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, float the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give those legs a little shake there. And we come into a ragdoll for some ease for the spine. So feet hips width apart. And let ourselves slowly melt. So just feel where we're going to start melting. My knees are going to start. My hands are just resting on the front of my thighs. And the chin comes down. And the shoulders fall forward. So we're just melting and just really, as if, you know, it's like a kind of complete degeneration. We're just degenerating. How nice it feels. Just to allow ourselves that experience, degeneration. Let the head hang, let the arms hang, let the shoulders hang. Just let them go totally. We're not holding them up. We're just letting them go. Knees are bent. The legs are still active, they're strong. But it's as if the upper part of the body is totally just hanging, empty, zero. Let's take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Now begin to wake up the lower back. So we start lifting from this place. You also feel your abdominals start to work and activate as you start to uncurl the spine, waking it up gradually. It's rolling up until the shoulders sit back, the head lifts, the chest lifts. Yeah, feet sink into the ground, brand new, beautiful. Just roll the shoulders a little bit with that to enjoy. Then we'll come another standing. We're going to come into a side flank. So starts again like warrior two. So weight on the left foot, step back, a big step with the right. Big step. Maybe make it even wider, creep it back a little bit. So on the inhale, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Keep that lift and lengthen the body as you bring the arms down on the out breath. Breathing in, expand the chest. We go into warrior two to begin. So bending into that left knee, don't forget that equal emphasis into the back foot. Strong right buttock. And then we just take that left forearm down to the thigh. If you want, you can take the hand down to the ground on the inside of the foot, if that feels good for you. It's up to you. Then let the right arm sweep down in front of you towards the floor and sweep it up into a beautiful diagonal. So we get this lovely diagonal line from the right fingers to the back of the right foot. So we're really extending that line. And I always like to think about this, the more emphasis you make on that extension, more ease the body finds, the rest of the body. It's almost as if the body is just hanging off this washing line you've made, a strong line. And look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm if that feels okay. Really thinking if you try and get that right shoulder back so it's above the body rather than hanging forwards. Good. Now to come out of this, we bend into the left knee, we bring that right arm to the ground. Inhale to lift up, exhale, lower the arms down, bend into that right knee and bring ourselves back to the front of the mat. Give those legs a little shake. It's a strong posture. Really getting very expanded today. Weight on the right foot and a big step back with the left. Just get the feet nice and steady. Get the hips square. Lift the chest. Breathe in, lift the arms. Look up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, look down the right arm, bending into the right knee. Look and check that knee is hovering above the ankle and not rolling inwards. Now we come into our side flank stretch. So just resting that right forearm down to the thigh, bringing the left fingers to the ground like in an arc. We're making a lovely arc to the ground and then upwards and above the body. So it's the hands pointing downwards. You can take that right hand to the floor if you prefer. It's up to you. In some ways it's easier because you can take the weight off, but obviously you've got to be able to get there. So you can try that if you want to. Or if you have blocks, you can put them on the ground to make it a bit easier. Now to come out of this, we're going to bend into the right knee, bring the left arm pointing down to the ground. Use the inhale to lift ourselves up, lift the arms up, lower the arms down on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Now, coming out of those postures, just as important as the way we come into them. So take time to come out and find that poise and grace. We're going to come down into a squat. So don't forget, if the heels are lifted, pad them up, put something underneath them. And just let the knees be nice and wide and let the body hang between the knees. Let's just breathe here. Let the head hang, back of the neck. Give it some release here. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lifting the head up. Bringing the left hand to the center. Here. And as you inhale, feel the fingertips of the right hand are being lifted up to the ceiling. Lifted up, watching that right hand, extending it up. Feel the chest is wanting to follow that right hand. So we're really extending up, a little bit of a twist there. And we're going even higher by rotating that right wrist. So watching that right wrist, it's doing a beautiful movement, a graceful movement. Really taking that right around. And then we're taking it back the other way, so turning the other direction and bringing that back to the ground, just enjoying that movement of the whole arm as it comes down to the ground. Inhaling, the fingertips lift up to the ceiling. Watch that happen and then rotating that left wrist. The chest is wanting to reach up to the ceiling as well. Keeping yourself steady with that right hand down on the ground. And then we just rotate in the other direction. Nice big circle with the wrist, just enjoying that lovely graceful movement of the wrist, getting those joints moving, the elbow can join in. Yeah, lovely kind of fluid arm. Bring the hands to the ground, come up onto ragdoll once more, let the body hang, let the head hang, just turn the head as if you're saying no, knees are bent, don't forget, let the body just hang there. Breathe in through nostrils, loud sigh out through the mouth. And then we're going to lift again. Feel that energy, that little fire, that little bit of sunlight. Whatever energy, how you imagine it, it's traveling up from the base of the spine, lifting each little vertebrae, lifting and engaging and lengthening and revitalizing, creating some space in the body. Breathing in, breathing out. So stand at the back of the mat now. I'm going to put the feet in a little V shape. We're going to come into warrior one. So it's another big warrior. Almost all the warriors today. Weight onto the left foot. Take a big step forward with the right. Okay. Try and get those hips both facing forward. So right hip comes back, left hip forward. Ground that left heel down. Keep that tummy tucked in. Breathing in, lift the arms up. They're going to come together above the head for a change. Just bring the hands together, beat the palms. And as you breathe out, you're going to bend into that right knee. As the right knee comes forward, really feel you're pushing back into that back foot. Extend the arms up. Keep the arms, if you can, try and keep them out of your line of vision, or at least up by the ears if you can. It's going to help to open the chest and the shoulders. All the time, even though it might not feel much movement, all the time try to make sure that you're keeping that integrity here in the center. So you need to almost point the tailbone down and strengthen the abdominals. You can look up at the hands together above your head if you want to test your balance a little bit, and also want to get a bit more lift in the chest. Breathe deeply. Breathe, expand the chest, in and out. One more breath in and out. Use the in-breath to lengthen that right leg, and the out-breath, the hands come down to the sides. And we're going to come into a standing forward bend here. So keeping the legs and the feet where they are, either holding the back or extending again. Inhaling, exhaling, soften that front knee as you come forwards. Strong belly, strong back, reaching forwards, reaching the ground. Bend the knee as much as you need to with that front leg, that right leg. But we're going to lengthen it now. So first of all, on the fingertips, breathe in. And as you breathe out, imagine you're lifting that right sitting bone away from the ground. And you're pushing the left toe, the big toe, into the ground away from that sitting bone. So getting nice and long and letting the body rest down on this leg. Again, breathe deeply. Fill the body with air. Feel the sides expanding. And release all the air out. Empty, empty, empty. Good. Now bend that right knee quite a lot and walk the hands up the leg. Bend into the knee quite a lot and spring back to the back of the mat. That's quite a big step. Let's give the legs a little shake. Yeah, always finding some ease in our work. So putting the weight on the right foot this time, step forward with the left. Big step forwards. Right hip forwards, left hip back. Pushing that right heel back. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Above the head, bring the hands together. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. So again, all the time thinking about this middle section here. So we want to think about the right hip forward, the left hip back, pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. It's really a lot of work going on here. It's like your base, your center, your stability. This is the center of a lot of the stability in the body. So we want to make it very strong by practicing and really focusing on this part of the body in our standing postures, particularly the warriors, the stronger ones. We start to develop a lot more strength and inner stability, core strength, if you like. Looking up at the hands, if you want to, breathe deeply, breathing into the body, expanding the chest, the ribs. Yeah, everything is getting expanded. Using the inhale to straighten the front leg, exhale, lowering the arms down. Let's just take a moment here before we come into our forward bend. Checking the feet. Hands either supporting the lower back or extended. Breathing in, breathing out, soften that front knee, come down over the body, make contact with the ground. Now start to lengthen the left leg. So inhale, fill the body with air, exhale, that left sitting bone is reaching upwards and backwards away from the ground. The big toe of the left foot is pushing into the ground and the body is just resting down onto that left leg. And give it some time. Give it some breath. Try not to push. Try not to, force anything. Instead, just be curious and interested in what happens when you really apply that breath, particularly the out breath, to the releasing and the lengthening of that leg. It does work, particularly when the body gets reminded of certain positions more often, and it goes into the muscle memory. Bend into the left knee, bring the hands to the leg and just start walking up. Bend into that left knee a lot and spring back to the back of the mat. Give our legs a good shake. Oh yeah. Feet on the ground, just give the legs a The knees a little shake and let the shoulders join in. Just shake everything up a little bit. Again, give it some sound, breathing into the nostrils. Yeah. Reset. Ready for balance. Moving balance, heron balance. We're going to do this with the leg extension as well. So we'll start off just with a simple version. Weight on the left foot. Breathing in, lift the arms up. The palms are going up to the ceiling, lifting the right knee. Hands come together. Turn the palms, that right foot comes down to the ground, the hands come down to the side of the body. Shift the weight from the right to the left to the right. Breathing in, lift that left knee, lift it really high. Lift the hands really high, and then breathing out, lowering the foot down, lowering the arms down. See how slowly you can do this? Don't worry about the wobbles. I've got the wobbles today. Breathing in, so I'll show you the extended version. You can stay with this version if you want. Breathing out, push that heel out, really strong leg, hands come down. Inhaling, lifting the knee, lifting the hands up. Exhaling, lower that foot down. See how slowly and smoothly you can do this movement. Shifting the weight. This is a fantastic balance practice. The heron. Pushing the heel out. Breathing in, lifting up, lengthening, lifting the knee, lowering down. Because we're practicing the focus of attention, really connecting with our body, feeling all the shifts of weight, really focusing on the learning, the body and the mind, so that balance really develops. And it's an essential quality that we need in every part of our life, particularly, the physical, really finding that balance, physical balance can really prevent us from hurting ourselves. And when we're more balanced in our bodies, we become more balanced in our minds. It just happens like that. It's amazing. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll do one more each side here. Pushing the heel out, the arms come down. Try not to speed up the breath. It's strong on the leg, that. And then breathing out, coming down. Noticing if you're gripping with the toes, try not to do that. Breathing in. We'll do the last one here now, lifting that left knee, lifting the arms up high. Pushing the heel out, strengthening and lengthening the leg. Breathing it. Sorry, arms are supposed to come down. I was getting very excited by my leg then, and the strengthening. And breathing in, lifting up the knee, and lowering down. It's a lot to think about, which is good. So your mind needs to be very focused on what you're doing. Take a moment here just to stand. We're going to stand in Tadasana for a second. Checking your feet, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. And again, lift the toes, lift them really high. It's a very good exercise for the feet. Place them down, lift the heels really high and place them slowly down. Good. Feeling the ground with the feet a little bit. Shifting the weight from right to left, just feeling the ground. Good. And we stand in Tadasana, so remember this position of the pelvis. Pointing the tailbone down, strong belly, soft knees slightly, just soft. Feeling the kneecaps are wanting to lift up. Strong thighs. Strong base of the body, feet are sinking into the ground. Lift the chest away from the belly button. So we're getting lots of length here in the front of the body. And as you lift the chest, you feel the shoulders sit back and away. Back of the neck is long, chin is slightly tucked in. So we feel that also really helps to lengthen. Really long, engaged. It feels great to have this kind of, and almost the fingertips can start off by stretching down to the ground a little bit, just exaggerate it to begin with, and then you can just let it soften a little bit. And close your eyes. Take a moment, standing in Tadasana, the mountain posture. So we have a moment of meditation. So feeling the ground. And there's many different styles of meditation. And actually you can have this focus of attention, this meditation in your yoga practice. And then it starts to get much more interesting. So it's easy to, when you're used to doing something, how your mind can wander off. So every time you notice your mind wandering off, bring it back to your breath, to your body, to your sensation, feeling the feet on the ground, observing all those sensations, observing the thoughts, watching and reflecting. And listening, listening. This is the key quality, just listening. Good, and soften. So let's come into a chair posture. Again, strong on the legs. We've been doing a lot of strong leg postures. Feet hips width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms above the head, extend the whole body. And as you breathe out, the arms are staying in line with your spine. So that means that your neck is in line, so you end up looking at the ground a little bit. Sitting back, strong belly here. This is strong. The back and the belly are almost moving towards each other, holding you like a lovely belt around your center. Palms are facing each other here and extending the fingers away. Strong, strong belly. Strong back. Keep the knees level. They're not splaying out and they're not coming together. Strong thighs. Toes are not gripping. Dig deep with your breath. Now coming up on the inhale. And lowering the arms on the exhale. Feels good. Whoa, legs are enlivened. And we're going to just do a few sun salutes here now to go with that. So feet again, just checking them. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Breathing in, lift the arms above the head. Bring the hands together, look up. Breathing out, bend the knees. Fingertips come to the ground. The face is coming forward, the chest is coming forward. Touch the ground. Breathing in, look forward, chest is wide, the shoulders are back. Breathing out, forward bend, straight legs, straight arms, straight back. Bend the knees a lot. Lift your eyes, lift your breath, lift your hands, bring the hands together and return the arms back to the sides. Everything is even, smooth and even, the middle path. Lifting up, breathing out. Knees bend, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, the hands come just below the knees. Look forwards, open the chest, shoulders back, wide across here, wide across the shoulders. Breathing out, forward bend. Heart is coming to the ground. Bend the knees. As you bend the knees, your eyes lift up, your hands lift up. The breath inhales and fills the body with air and creates space. You almost think about your body being like a balloon filling up and the balloon emptying. Knees are bending, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards. Open the chest, breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Let's do one really a little bit more speeded up. So breathing in, invigorating, breathing out, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. We'll do one more of these kind of faster ones. Breathing in. Breathing out, knees are bent, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, straighten the arms, back, legs. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Bring the hands together and then slowly breathing out. Bring the hands back to the heart center. Just let them rest there for a second. See how you feel. Close your eyes for a second. So we are in Tadasana again, but Anjali Tadasana, this is the mudra with the hands pressed together, the prayer position. Anjali of the angels. Yes, beautiful. See how the heart feels. You feel your heart beating at your center. Yeah, another little moment of meditation. Listening, listening, listening. And dropping the hands down. So we're going to squat down to the floor. It's another squat. So bring the arms in front of you, breathing in, shoulders back, breathing out, sitting back. Breathe in and out the whole time through the nostrils as you slowly take the bottom to the ground, as slowly or as quickly as you need to. Catch yourself. Bounce the knees in front of you. Okay. So we're going to come into a version of a seated forward bend, the head to knee position. So we're going to start by bending that right knee, bringing it close, the foot to the body, and then letting the knee fall out to the side. If it's quite high, the knee, away from the ground, and you feel tension in the hip, then put some padding underneath the knee, like a cushion or something. And the right foot goes, makes connection to the inside of the left thigh. Left toes pointed to the ceiling. And let's take the left hand behind us Maybe the inside of that arm is connecting with the back, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Lift the chest, lengthen, take the shoulders back, head on top of the body. And as you breathe out, we're going to twist around to the left. So you feel your ribs coming around to your left, feel the shoulders sinking down, opening the chest, looking right behind you. Every inhale, just feel that you're creating space around the heart center. Every exhale, just twisting a little deeper. Feel that space, feel your center. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Good. So we're just going to walk. We're going to do this very gently, walking down the leg, walking our hands down the leg all the time, thinking about the heart coming towards that foot. Walking down there very gently and resting the forearms or the hands, wherever you get to here. But try to keep your eyes on these toes. We're watching the toes here, making sure the toes are going upwards. You can hold the leg, or you can have the arms on the ground, or you can take the hands around the foot, whatever feels good to you. But all the time you're thinking about the chest going forwards, lengthening the spine. The chest is coming forwards, the tailbone is going backwards. We've got this lovely 2 points moving away from each other in space. And how do we increase that space between those 2 points? With the breath, with the breath. What a surprise. Really see if you can bring most of your focus to the breath. It's difficult when you have this body that's kind of demanding your attention, but see if you can bring it to the breath. Breathing in, expand, breathing out, release, soften. Walk the hands back up the leg, lift that right knee, give a little hug, lift the left knee, hug both the knees round the back, and let the face fall to the knees. Breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Breathing out. So now stretch the right leg out in front of you and let the left knee fall out to the left. Pad that knee up if you need to. That left foot goes on the inside of the right thigh there. Right toes pointing upwards. Right hand comes behind, close to the body. Left hand on the outside of that right knee. Breathing in. Lift the chest, lengthen the front of the body. Breathing out, the right ribs are coming around to the right chest. Keeping the head on top of the body, not leaning forwards. Now my eyes are coming around to the right, the shoulders are down away from the ears, long neck, long neck. Focus now on your breath, breath coming in, lengthen, lift the chest, open the chest, shoulders down. Breathing out, just twisting a little deeper, looking behind you. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Yes. Walking the hands down the leg. Chest is coming towards the foot. Chest is coming. Shoulders are back. Shoulders are not leading. Arms are not leading. The chest is leading. The eyes are leading. And we have the hands on the ground or either side of the leg, whichever you prefer. Looking at the toes. Inhale, come away a little bit, lift up away. Lift your body away, make space for the air. And then as you breathe out, as all the air releases and exhales out from the body, then you release and soften down to the leg. Good. Let's just walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that left knee up, lift the right knee up, round the back, hug the knees. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Then we come into our cosmic egg, so we want to open our chest, take the shoulders back into a different movement, straight back. Hands around the front of the shins, lift, just lifting the body towards the legs and the legs towards the body and the toes just pointing, maybe just touching the ground or just off the ground. So we're balancing on our sitting bones, not sitting back and rounding the back, straight back, proud chest, back of the neck long. So really strong in the belly again, sitting in the cosmic egg. Yeah, it's a tiny little point, really just a small point of contact with the ground, and we're balancing on that. And then release, straighten the legs, bounce the knees up and down. Bend the knees again, take the hands behind the knees now, and we're going to come into the boat position. So again, strong on the abdominals, open the chest. Just take the shoulders back and lift the chest. Now start to lift the feet off the ground. So as we just did, toes might be touching the ground, and then you're going to lift the legs, holding the legs. Maybe the knees are bent to begin with. All the time, trying not to let the chest collapse, trying to take it proud and the shoulders back of a neck roll. You really feel this in your abdominals if you are really engaging with the posture. And release and hug the knees. We'll do one more of these boats. But really allow yourself to restore, because it's a strong posture. Get the hands behind the knees again. And now I'm going to give you some choices. So you can either come into that position, same thing, or without the hands, or you can come into the full boat with the hands or without the hands. So try whichever you feel up for today. And smile, yes. Your abdominals are getting stronger. Yeah, feel that vitality in the body. And then bring the legs down. Hug the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch the legs out. Bounce the knees up and down. And we'll just either lie down, or if you want to, if you feel brave, you might want to rock back. So hugging behind the knees, you might want to just slowly rock back. You're going to rock along the length of the spine, or you can come from lying. Do that. It's kind of fun just to kind of rock back, making sure obviously there's nothing behind you you're going to roll into. So, and that make that exaggerated so you can really roll right up. Yeah, get some bit of engagement in the spine. Yeah. And then let yourself lie down. Put the feet on the floor, extend the legs away, give your whole body a good extension, stretch the whole body, point the toes, breathe in, expand the abdominals that have just been doing some work. So giving them some space now, lengthening and expanding. And this is what the physical practices will bring to your body. This is strength, stableness, stability, suppleness. Yeah, space. Now bend the knees, put the feet on the floor, close to the buttocks. Let's have the palms on the ground. Actually, first of all, let's just hug the knees. It's always going to feel good. May as well have a little treat in between. So rocking side to side, just releasing the lower back and feeling the support of the ground beneath your back. Just enjoy that. And know that, most of the hard work is over, so you can just enjoy the breath and the body. So feet hips width apart, parallel, close to the buttocks, palms flat down. Think about the fingertips wanting to reach the bottom of the mat. And the chin is very strongly tucked in, as if it's going to touch the chest. Now as you inhale, you can draw up the pelvic floor, lift the hips off the ground, open the front of the body, knees going away, chest coming towards your chin, and then you can roll the spine down from the top. Roll it down gradually, slowly, with your full attention. Still keeping the chin tucked in all the time. You really want to expose the back of the neck to the ground as much as possible. Breathing in and breathing out. Variation of this, of course, is if you want to move the arms, inhaling as you lift the hips, the arms come back, they reach the ground, exhaling. As you roll the spine down, the arms are going a bit faster because they have a longer journey. So another good thing for your mind to focus on as you lift the hips, the arms are coming up. So they're moving a bit faster than the body. Keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. The mouth is just lightly closed. And you can do this with or without the arms. It's up to you. Lifting and opening the chest. Belly button is lifting to the ceiling. And rolling down. Again, you can do this with the eyes closed if you really want to feel into that spinal column. See if you can lay that spine down.
vertebrae by vertebrae. Yeah, roll it down, roll it up, push into the feet, and then rolling it down. We'll just relax now. Counterpose by having the knees. Have a little rock and roll here. Breathe. Breathe. Put the soles of the feet on the ground, maybe as wide as the mat. We're going to come into an easy lying twist, moving with the breath. So arms come out to the side, directly out to the sides, palms flat down. Breathe in through the nostrils. As you breathe out through the nostrils, let the knees fall fully to the left. Take the head over to the right. Breathing in, bring the knees to center. Bring the head to center. Breathing out, slowly let the knees fall down to the left, to the right. The head goes right over to the left. If you prefer, you can do the same thing, but with the feet together. So there's a bit more emphasis on the lower back, but then you don't have so much emphasis on the hips. So you can choose which you prefer and try both, maybe decide which one you prefer. Either the feet wide apart, maybe as wide as the mat, or the feet and the legs together. Whatever you do, the knees are going one way, the head is going the other way, and we're going in time with the breath. The inhale lifts our head and our knees up, and the exhale release. So we'll try and extend that exhale, particularly as we're starting to move into a more quieter, relaxed state. This is a good way to move into that. Moving and breathing, extending the out breath, knowing that the out breath is the key to relaxation. The out breath, even just one long, slow out breath, will immediately move us into a relaxed state or start us moving in that direction rather than the other direction. So it will start to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. It just does it. It's amazing. Okay, so again, hug the knees. And we extend the legs and the arms up to the ceiling. Let's just rotate, slowly rotate the wrists and ankles, just enjoying your legs, your wrists, your ankles. As you rotate those wrists and ankles, you can see and feel the legs, how they respond to that, the arms, how they respond to that. Maybe exaggerate that slightly. Knees, thighs, yeah. And then rotating the other direction. Not so easy. Yeah. And just let the legs really join in a little bit. Take the hands, bring the knees in and take the hands between the knees. Hook the first two fingers around the big toes or holding the feet if you can't reach the big toes. And we'll just play around with this happy baby for a moment, just to free up all that, this whole area which we've done so much work in today. Just give it some freedom. Trust your body to know how it wants to move, but give it lots of breath. Maybe you want to straighten the legs out or one at a time. Maybe you want to roll around on your back as you lift the legs up and smile and enjoy. Just think about, you see babies do this. It's the happy baby. It's just enjoying the body, enjoying and exploring, being curious, opening the hips and enjoying. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. Let the hands just rest on the body, wherever they want to go. And close the eyes. Maybe it's on the belly, maybe it's on the heart, maybe it's on the eyes, the hips, the shoulders. If it's something else, if it's parts of your leg, you can always bend your knees and, it's your knees, you might want to hold your knees. Whatever it is, just let your hands go to the parts of the body that you feel need holding, need some healing, some attention, needs more focus than just your mind, needs that physical touch. With the eyes closed, feel into that as if you're giving yourself some healing, this energy in the hands coming from the heart. So just letting the hands rest on the body, wherever they want to rest. And let the breath be nice and soft. And then just let the hands fall away, or keep the hands where they are if you want to. If you need to put any warmer things on as we move into our relaxation, feel free to do so. Oh. Relaxation is for you to have permission not to do anything, and the doing also includes thinking. So there will be thinking, there will be thought, but just allow yourself these couple of minutes just to be still and quiet. Whatever else is happening, whatever noise, business, busyness, mind stuff, thoughts, worries, concerns, whatever else is going on within that chaos, within that sound, within that world, within all the stuff that's going around, find that steady, calm place and just rest in it. Rest in that place. It's kind of like a return to some kind of familiar little feeling. And the more we practice this, the more accessible this place of stillness, steadiness, truth, and the more expanded it becomes. Kind of slip into it much more easily with practice. For a moment, just glimpsing, finding it, even if it's only for a moment, before the mind starts to capture your attention. Breath is coming in and out and taking care of itself. You don't need to do anything to your breath now, just let it be soft. Focus is inwards. We're listening, deep listening. Just allowing that space that is still and quiet and steady. Maybe it's located somewhere physically, or you feel that it is. And just rest your mind in that place. So the body's resting and relaxing, but also just let your mind rest. Say, okay, there's plenty of things to think about and worry about after the relaxation. Just watch and listen. We come to the end of our relaxation, knowing that we can return to this quiet, still space, our own little abode, our home within ourselves, anytime we want to, just by being still and quiet, no matter how noisy it is around us. So we're just bringing ourselves back to that space around us, however it is, back to all the concerns and worries and thoughts, letting yourself have those as much as you want to. And just start to move the body, wake up the breath. Yeah, start to move and stretch and breathe deeply. Yeah, enjoy your body. Hug the knees, give yourself a stretch, do whatever you feel you need to now to come back to the day, to us enjoying, coming back to the day. Okay. And coming up to seated in your own time. Yeah. Coming up to seated. I'm rubbing the body a little bit. And the arms and the legs and the face. Just livening up yourself. Coming back to life. And then rub the palms together vigorously. Create some heat and energy between the palms and the hands. Yeah, can you feel that heat?
And place that heating energy over the heart center. Bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention. Say it to yourself. Say it a few times. Allow yourself to really hear those words. Enjoy those words. And relax. Namaste. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Thank you so much for your practice today.